that we know that they're fighting, let's talk about the next step in this. As mentioned, Brady is appealing the suspension, and the union has asked for a neutral arbiter, but they said no, that's not the case. We will not give you a neutral arbiter. In fact, the commissioner says, I will hear the case. The case must be heard within 10 days. What do you make of it? They denied the request for a neutral arbiter, Skip Bayless. They're saying, nope, it's going to be Commissioner Roger Goodell. Your take. No, he wants you to go.
You sure? You want to go on this?
He wants you to go.
No, I'd like to go.
You want to go?
You don't get to talk enough on this show, so go ahead.
Oh, wait, but I do want to make a point, too, in that first topic. You went 5 minutes, and he went 6 minutes.
Aha!
So,
gotcha.
Oh, so...
Yeah.
Kerry Champion, your math is horrible.
Don't you carry champion me.
Your math is horrible.
Don't you carry champion me.
He interrupted me 3 times.
You're okay.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
He interrupted me 3 times.
Hey, Brian
now,
Borg.
here's the deal.
Brian Borg, let me know what that was. So Skip is 7 minutes then, and Stephen A is 5.
And by the way, the producers on First Take, we all know they favor Skip Bayless. Let's stop the nonsense here. That's all right.
So
this is true.
I'm not offended by it.
It's a fact.
I favor Skip Bayless too.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Roger Goodell, Skip Bayless, I love this move. It doesn't bother me at all. I actually love and applaud Roger Goodell for doing this. Because you know what Roger Goodell did? He reminded y'all. He stepped back and said, he pulled a Floyd Money Mayweather. He said, do you know who you're talking to? What? who you think you're messing with? I'm the commissioner. Collectively bargained, I have this power. Bestowed upon me by the owners, I have this power. Who the hell do y'all think y'all are coming at me like this, thinking that, you're going to demand a neutral arbitrator and all of this other stuff? No, it's perfectly within my right to hear the appeals. And since y'all are talking smack about me anyway, and it does not appear as if I can win in a court of public opinion, why waste my time trying to sit there and glad hand and ingratiate myself with you folks when it's clearly all-out war? You want to know what war is about? Let me teach you what war is about. War is about winning at all costs. War is about making sure that your points are made emphatically and that you recognize who you're dealing with. And it's not just about beating you. It's about beating you down and making sure you understand just who the hell you are dealing with. I am the commissioner of the National Football League. The power bestowed upon me was given to me by the owners, including Mr. Kraft, and oh, by the way, by the Players Association, who got schooled during collective bargaining. Why else would I have a 10-year deal? Not only did I get some of the stipulations that I wanted, but I got a 10-year deal, which gives me cost certainty, which facilitated the NFL making billions, which is why I raked in $44 million in 1 year. And oh, by the way, since 2006, I've made $150 million. You better fall back. That's what Roger Goodell is saying. So now you have to deal with him. And I love it. I love the fact that he stuck it in their face like that. Because guess what? If you're an owner, don't give him that power. If you're the Players Association, don't collectively bargain for him to have that power. Period.
Listen,
that's what this is about.
Stephen A., it just came across the wires. We got a quote exactly from Roger Goodell. You better fall back. Your turn. As Roger Goodell just said, you better fall back. So,
seriously?
No.
Oh,
come on.
Well, I didn't know. My turn?
Yes, your turn.
Wait. Can I have my camera?
Oh, no.
Maybe my red light isn't working. Oh, there it is.
There you go, sir.
I was watching my watch. To your Mayweather point, to start off with, Roger Goodell is not fighting a one-armed man in this battle. Sorry to tell you that. Now, back to your point. You could be right.
He is.
You could be right about how you read this. I think you're wrong. Obviously, one of two things just happened. Either Roger Goodell is digging in, as you say, or he's backpedaling. Either he's attacking or he's backing off with his latest move. Now, I'm with you. Last night, when I first heard this, I sat back and said, man, here he comes, swinging back with all of his might. And I'm thinking, he's telling them, I'm going to be the one to listen to your sorry, laughable rebuttals. And I'm going to be the one to laugh back in your face and tell you, nope, the penalties stand as originally announced. Tom Brady, you will serve 4 games. That's what I originally thought. Then I woke up this morning and I had a second thought, Stephen A. Smith. It dawned on me, now that Tom Brady has hired Jeffrey Kessler, now that there's a little nuclear buildup on his side as he prepares to ultimately take Roger Goodell to court and sue him for defamation, as Jonathan Vilma successfully did in the Bountygate controversy. Now that that's going on, I'm wondering if Roger Goodell isn't a little panicky right now. I'm wondering if he decided to hear the appeal so that he could say publicly, you know what, guys? You're right. You have a good point there, and you have a good point there, and Tom, you got a great point over there. You know what? I'm going to reduce your suspension. He might reduce it all the way to just 1 game, because we know that he already took a bite out of Tom Brady's image and reputation for till death do him part. But maybe he reduces it to 1 game, and he says, you know what? You've been a good guy, you know, blah. He says all the right things publicly because he's afraid that Tom Brady is going to maybe ruin him in court. Because if this thing does get to court, all of a sudden, a Roger Goodell who has been on the hot seat post-Ray Rice could be back on the hot seat again. Because these men, Kraft and Brady, they're not just attacking the National Football League, they're attacking Roger Goodell's credibility. So maybe he's trying to soften Tom Brady's stance and his resolve to sue. Maybe he's trying to take the sting out of Brady's counterattack right now. That's what I think might be going on here.
First of all, I wouldn't have a problem at all if Roger Goodell reduced Tom Brady's suspension to 0 and rendered it non-existent. I'm of the mindset that Tom Brady has meant too much to the game of football. He's never been involved in any kind of incident where, you know, his integrity has been in question or he needed to be impugned in any way. I think that one could argue, based on his reputation, that all of this is excessive. Remember, I agreed with the suspension from the perspective of the combination of the Wells report and Tom Brady saying that he knew nothing about it when I absolutely positively don't believe that, combined with players in the league saying this is a big issue. It's a competitive advantage. Former players, present players taking that position. But my original position is that this was much ado about nothing, because I don't give a damn if he was throwing a Nerf football. People still had to get open. People still had to catch the ball. People still had to hold on to the ball. The defense still had to be played. There was coaching and all of that other stuff going on. The Patriots are legitimate champions. That's the way that I looked at it. That's the position that I maintain. But when we bring up the issue of Tom Brady's integrity, Roger Goodell himself was on the record calling Tom Brady a wonderful ambassador for the game of football. And this was just approximately last year. So how do we go from that to an instantaneous 4-game suspension? At the very least, if we're talking about Tom Brady being a first-time offender, because there's nothing else on his resume or his record that would indicate there's more than this, I would say to you that's the biggest point that can be made to justify a reduction, if not a flat-out eradication of the suspension. Because this is Tom Brady that we're talking about here. He has been a wonderful ambassador of the league. You have already tarnished his reputation. What more do you want to do to him? We want to see Tom Brady play. So I wouldn't have any opposition to that. Just don't try to base it on this notion that he knew nothing about deflated footballs. Base it on his reputation. Base it on a mistake. Base it on the fact that this guy's reputation otherwise has been impeccable, and he deserves a mulligan. Tell me that. But don't tell me that he didn't have any knowledge whatsoever of the deflated footballs.
So in the end, you're starting to agree with my position. Maybe Goodell is not on the attack. Maybe he's trying to soften the blow a little bit here.
No, I'm not saying that I agree with that at all. I'm saying that I would like for that to be the case. I don't believe that to be the case. I stand by what I think it is. But I would like to see Goodell take the stance that you're taking. I would like to see Goodell sit up there and say, you know what, deflated footballs or no deflated footballs. We're talking about Tom Brady here, who has been a wonderful ambassador for the game of football, who has gone about the business of doing everything right. He's universally respected. He made a mistake. We're going to move forward from this, but it better not happen again.
Okay,
All I'm
just
saying
put in
is,
the magic words. He made a mistake. Can I have the last word here?
You can have the last word.
Go,
you gotta
okay?
go.
Just remember this. No way will Tom Brady even accept a reduction to 1 game. He is telling people close to him he is 100% innocent. He had zero knowledge this was going on. He is prepared to fight this to the bitter end, and it may get very bitter.
Then let's go to
you
war.
can reduce it to one game, but that's still... That suggests that you are guilty,
yeah,
you know, and he's not going to accept that he is guilty even one game's worth.
Then let's go to war, because I don't believe for one second he didn't know anything.